Hello, this is Robert Hill here, and this is the third video in the series to really explain the new tool that we have in our repertoire. And in the first series, we talked about why we're doing it. Why we're doing it is because I really do get a kick. I love helping people go forward, and I love it. I love helping them get unstuck. And with this new tool that we're using here, I'm finding that we can help more people get more for less. They're getting unstuck easier and faster than ever before. So I'm getting more kicks. Good fun. In video 2, we talked about how we do it. And basically, we sort of looked at the fact that we're not the only ones using past lives. There's lots of other people in the world doing it, but we're probably the only ones that are doing it by doing a past life reading. And the way we do it is we start with a 3-way phone call, and Maureen, who's the psychic, she gives the past life reading. She's a psychic, and I'm the psychologist. And then I help you implement the information into your life so that you get it once and for all positively. It's pretty simple, really. Pretty simple, and we've had to come to terms with the fact that how can something so simple be so effective? Well, it is. And in this third video, well, okay, we've got this great new tool. So what? What's it really all about? What's it going to do for you? Well, for starters, it's about relationships. Why about relationships? Because invariably, if anybody has a big difficulty in their life, it's going to show up in their relationship. Not only in their relationships, but sometimes it's the only place it does show up. If it's going to show up anywhere, it'll show up in relationships. And when these really big things get up, that's when people get stuck. They get stuck and they can't move forward. Now, back in the 1900s, early 1900s, Freud showed us that really, if you want to get people unstuck, you need to get to the primary root cause, because he was a psychotherapist, and you need to go right into yourself and find out what's happened in your life or in your existence to cause you to be stuck right here, and it'll be emotional stuckness. Well, that's all fine. We've been doing that, and it works very well. But now we can go to the actual point of entry of that primary root cause, where it first started coming into existence, and that's what we're looking for. So therefore, what happens now is we can really deal with just about anything at all. So if there's something going on in your life that's having a destructive effect, especially if it's in your relationship and it's having a destructive effect, and you can't deal with it, this is the tool that we'll be using for you. This is what we do. This is what we'll do. We'll find a way of getting the point of entry, or really basically giving you the exact, precise and specific information that you need to get yourself unstuck and moving forward. And this is especially true if there's something in your life and you've been trying to work at it for years and years and years, and no matter what you do, no matter how successful you seem to be, it always keeps coming back. It just won't go away. And that's probably because the origins of it, the point of entry, is way, way before you can possibly remember. You've brought the energy into this life. You've been born with it. So you're so familiar with it, you think it's just normal. No. When you go back and resolve it at that deepest level, the point of entry where it first came into existence, when you resolve it back then you're fine. Because remember, these are all traumas. These are all traumas which were so great at the time that for whatever reason your system, you might have been too young, or it might have been too horrific, but you might not have been able to deal with the trauma of it. So rather than deal with it, you go and put it away and it gets stuck there. And it becomes a stuck berries. And all these things we're talking about are stuck berries. If your relationship's being destroyed, it's a stuck berry. If you've got something going on which won't go away, it's a stuck berry. The third reason is, and this is the big one, if you're a person who's very successful, you've got the house, you've got the relationship, you've got the kids, you got the money, you've got everything, but it still feels meaningless. It still feels yuck. Where do you go? What do you do with that? It's like as if you've lost your sense of purpose. It's like as if, because, we're all here on this planet having a human experience. We're here to manifest that. We're here to have the human experience and to learn all we can about what it is to be human, because that's what we want to do. Because at the end of the day, what we look to do is bring balance into our lives. See, if you're going to have a really good life, if the best life you can have is not when you've got no bad and all good, it's when you've got bad and good living in harmony, in balance with each other within yourself. And because you're in harmony, and because you've got them all both resolved, you're in control. And so what happens is you get yourself balanced out. And then once you get a balance, then suddenly the balance gets tipped. Either a problem comes in, or something really good happens. Either way, if something good happens, then the balance has to come in, and so it balances out. Or if something really bad happens, then you've got to resolve that and bring the good in. So all the way you're stepping up. Good, bad, good, bad, good, good, bad. But it's actually good, bad, balance. Good, bad, balance. Good, bad, balance. Or bad, good, balance. I don't care. But you keep on balancing yourself out, and that's the way we evolve. So it's pretty important that we not get stuck on stuckberries, because we can't let our soul go further if we do. Thank you very much for listening, and I would love to get your feedback. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to give me a call. I'd love to send me an email, because this is all right in theory, but this thing is going to work with you. Okay? We're going to make sure it can work in your life. If you want to know more about that, by all means, contact me. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you in the very near future.